Have you ever felt that burning sting of jealousy? That feeling when someone else gets the praise, the reward, the recognition you thought you deserved? It's a powerful, destructive emotion, and it's been with humanity since the very beginning. Today, we read diving into one of the oldest and most tragic stories ever told, the tale of two brothers, Cain and Abel. Imagine the world, fresh and new. Adam and Eve, the first humans, have two sons. The older one, Cain, is a farmer, a tiller of the soil. He works hard, day in and day out, cultivating the land to bring forth crops. His younger brother, Abel, is a shepherd, watching over his flocks, caring for the lambs and sheep. Both brothers decide to make an offering to God, a way to show their gratitude and devotion. Cain brings some of the fruit of the soil, the produce he worked so hard to grow. Abel, on the other hand, brings the best of his flock, the firstborn, and the fattest portions. Now, the ancient text tells us that God looked with favor on Abel and his offering, but on Cain and his offering, he did not. The Bible doesn't explicitly state why. Was it the quality of the offering? Was it the attitude of the heart? Scholars have debated this for centuries. Maybe Abel gave with a pure, wholehearted spirit, while Cain's offering was more of a routine obligation. Whatever the reason, the result was catastrophic. Cain was furious. His face was downcast, filled with rage and resentment. He saw his brother's success not as something to celebrate, but as a personal insult, a rejection. God saw this darkness brewing in Cain's heart and spoke to him directly. He warned him, "Why are you angry? If you do what is right, will you not be accepted? But if you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it." Think about that for a moment. God gave Cain a choice, an off-ramp from the path of destruction he was on. He essentially told him, "Hey, I see you're struggling. This anger, this jealousy, it's a dangerous beast waiting to pounce. But you have the power to overcome it. You can master it." It's a timeless warning about how negative emotions, left unchecked, can consume us. But Cain didn't listen. The jealousy had taken root too deeply. It twisted his love for his brother into a bitter hatred. So he devised a plan. He said to his brother Abel, "Let's go out to the field." And while they were there, far from anyone else, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. In that moment, the first human life was taken by another. The first murder. The sacred bond of family was shattered by a wave of envy. Then God's voice echoed again. "Where is your brother Abel?" Cain's response is one of the most chilling lines in all of literature. He replied, "I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper?" He feigns ignorance, trying to shrug off responsibility for the very person he should have protected the most. It's a question that has resonated through history. Are we responsible for one another? God, of course, knew exactly what had happened. He said, "What have you done? Listen, your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground." The earth itself bore witness to the crime. As a consequence, Cain was cursed. The ground he once farmed would no longer yield its crops for him. He was condemned to be a restless wanderer on the earth, forever exiled, forever marked by his sin. Cain cried out that his punishment was more than he could bear. He feared that anyone who found him would kill him. But in a final, mysterious act of mercy, God put a mark on Cain, a sign to protect him from being killed in revenge. So Cain went out from the Lord's presence and lived as a wanderer. The story of Cain and Abel is more than just an ancient tale. It's a profound lesson about the human condition. It shows us the destructive power of jealousy and unchecked anger, how these feelings can lead us to do the unthinkable, even to those we're supposed to love. It asks us to consider our own hearts. When we feel that spark of envy, do we let it fester into a fire, or do we heed the warning to master it before it masters us? It's a question of whether we will be our brother's keeper or their rival. A question as relevant today as it was at the dawn of humanity. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive. If this story made you think, hit that like button and subscribe for more explorations into the stories that shaped our world. See you next time.